welcome to Lucky 8 webisode number who knows. But what we have for you today is a CDL kit from Ashcroft. Here it is. What we're going to do is pull out the existing shift lever, replace it with this lever and cable, and as you actuate the cable, it will lock and unlock your transfer case that was provided to you on a 99 through 2001 D2, but Land Rover felt that we weren't smart enough to figure out how to use them, so they just didn't give us the cable. So here we go, boys. Let's have some fun. This kit is so easy to do, even Rover Dog could do it, but he's too lazy. So we're going to ask Kristin to help us out on this one. Here you go, Kristin.
Thank you.
The first thing you're going to want to do is pull with all your might the shifter. Just pull straight up. It's not that easy, folks. The next thing you're going to want to do is pry off the center console area. Gently, gently, don't break it. There you go. There you go. If your truck comes with the mode button, on the back side, you're going to have a little clip. You're going to have to pry that out. We've already done that, and that's buried deep under the console, but it's for reference. So the next thing you're going to want to do is unscrew the diff lock and gently pry off the plastic retaining clips. The next thing you're going to want to do, once the shift lever is off, is pull back the faceplate for your heated seats and window switches and find the 4 Phillip head screws in there and take those out. Now there's going to be 4 screw holes in there, 2, 3, and 4. Pull those Phillip screws out, and then the faceplate will pull right out. On the back side of the heated seat switches and windows are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 connectors. They're all color coded and they can only go in one way, so pull them out, free will. The next bit is to pull back the leather cover on the e-brake and then reach over and pry up the power seat switches. Each one of the seat switches has a adapter plate, is the best way I can describe it, that plugs into here. And you'll have to actually slide the plastic collar back. And as you're sliding it back, the connector plate will come off of the seat switch. We'll try to take a look at that later on once the center console's off. With the center console off, you're going to see how the e-brake is held in. There's a retaining clip on it that needs to be pried back, and then you can slide it right off.
Maybe not.
Nope, it'll pull right up, straight up. Whoop. You don't want to lose that. We're going to need it when you reinstall. And then there's a retaining pin. Nope, a little forward. There you go. You're going to want to push that through. Now the e-brake handle can move up and down without any strain, allowing you to slide the console back on or to take it off like we did in the beginning. The next bit's pretty easy. 4 Phillips screws, 2 in the front and 2 inside the cubby. The next part is you're going to pull the plastic center console straight up and out of the way. Be careful with it, they are brittle. So you're going to wiggle a bit, get it out, set it in the back, set it on the garage floor, give it to Rover Dog, whatever you want to do. The next part is to pull out the little foam insert, the parking brake locking mechanism, and then the air ducts. with the screws out of the way, the ductwork will pull right out. Thank you. Make sure you get the part where she struggles, not me, okay? The next part, you're going to need an 8mm socket, and you're going to pull out the 4 bolts holding the CDL in place. After the CDL has been freed up, you're going to want to get a 3/8 drill bit. I use a cordless drill and drill the rivet heads off of the backing plate. It's a bit of a pain, take your time, they all come out pretty easy. There's 13 rivet heads that need to come out. The next part, with all the rivets drilled out, we're going to push this out of the way, free it up, and then we can get the linkage out. This backing plate's not going anywhere because the shift linkage is attached to it right here. So we're going to try to set that out of the way, pull out the old CDL, we're going to take that apart. This is the C-clip that holds the cable to the shift linkage. You're going to want to keep this, and this is the cable clip that actually holds the cable itself to the CDL shifter. You're also going to want to save these 2 pieces. With all the bracketry loose, you're going to want to pull off the existing cable to the high-low range.
You can take this and throw it in the trash because it's rubbish.
These 2 bolts right here need to come out. That's what's going to hold your shift linkage adapter plate, and there's the magic spot itself, the CDL bolt. As you actuate that back and forth, you unlock and lock your diff. With the CDL bolted to the bottom or the top of the transfer case, depending on how you look at it, it is now time to put the high-low linkage back into the new Ashcroft CDL shifter. You're going to have to reuse those C-clips here and here. Now it's as simple as stuffing it back under the center console and bolting everything back together. What I did was drill 4 holes, then take a Sawzall, cut it, and cut it to give it the square pattern in order to allow the shift lever to work left to right and back and forth. There's only 2 things left to do. 1 is to put on the sticker, and 2 is to test the shift linkage. Make sure that it moves freely, not only back and forth, but left to right. So we have it in the unlock position now. Kristin will move it over. There you go, folks. Finally, your center locking diff.